Dear HOI4 gamers, you might have heard of level 10 forts, but have you heard of level 15 forts? With a maximum level of 100 by the way, but the game cannot handle that. The number of 100 is even going over the UI. Yes, today we have not moved the country in a weird position, we haven't changed the borders in any way, but we have added level 15 forts in every single province on the entire map. You know you've gone too far when the provinces look like a disease. Oh Spain, your civil war is going to be very painful to say the least. Now from my observation of this, Germany seems to have the toughest time in this mod, since they have to invade pretty much all of Europe. So to make things a bit more spicy, we are going to play as Germany, of course, specifically with Mr. Adolf and historical focuses on, and we shall begin. Now that we're in the game, we can take a bit of a closer look at what we're dealing with here. So level 15 forts means that you have minus 15% attack for every single fort level, which if you do the math, is about minus 225% attack. Needless to say, it doesn't matter how much soft attack we get, it's almost always going to be exactly at 0. And for that reason, we are going to start out by researching light planes in 1936. A little bit ahead of time, but it's the only way we can even think of winning this. Now, the biggest victim in all of this is of course going to be Italy in the Italian-Ethiopian war. Yeah, Italy, I don't think you're gonna be pushing through here anytime soon. They even lost 2 provinces, and I just realized if you lose them, you can probably never even take them back. Yeah, there's just no way they can push through this. They seem to be winning 1 province in the north very slowly, but even this looks like a huge struggle. I think they're actually doing it without air, which is quite impressive. But yeah, Italy will not be winning this war. I'm actually wondering if there is even a way to beat this. Maybe if Italy moved in all of their air units and rushed to the airports, but I still don't know if it's possible. The Spanish Civil War has begun, and looking at this, I wonder how much the borders are going to change. Republican Spain might lose the north, but even that's gonna be really difficult for national Spain. Yeah, they immediately abandoned this one state here. Look at them running away. The other state too, they're just abandoning it. Except for this one lone division here. Mr. Spanish man, I think your friends might have abandoned you. Never mind, they're back. Why did you even move them out in the first place, Spain? So yeah, the forts coupled with the state modifier that gives you minus 90% division attack means that the Spanish Civil War will not move a single inch. Or 2.54 centimeters if you're from a normal country. Sorry Americans, British and Canadians. Now you might see these bubbles here and think, hey, why are the Spanish attacking? Well, what if I told you it's not actually the Spanish, it is in fact the Soviets. Yes, the Soviet volunteers are for some reason attacking in every single province they exist on. Do they have a chance to win? No, but they're still doing it. And the Ethiopian war is over in a white piece. Oh, Mussolini, of course you're... Excuse me, Mussolini? Well, Mussolini seems to have become 2 forts stacked on top of one another, and he's looking a bit sus, if you ask me. I guess you could say Mussolini is now among us. I'm not sure why, but increasing the limit to the amount of forts has also removed the naval base from Königsberg, which is weird because it hasn't happened to literally anywhere else. Well, I'm sorry for German divisions, you are going to starve. The Japan-China war has begun, and just by looking at this, I doubt the Japanese will be able to push a single tile. Maybe this empty one in the north, but I still doubt it. Especially because they seem to be retreating for some reason. Never mind, they're actually pushing into 2 provinces, but that's mostly due to the Chinese AI being incompetent. Spanish Civil War update, the anarchists have risen up, the Carlists have risen up, and the Soviets have taken 1 province and they have also gotten encircled. Oh no, Japan, you're attempting to do a naval invasion? You are kinda winning in some provinces surprisingly, but I'm not so sure this is a good idea. They've taken 2 provinces, but can they secure the port? I don't think so. Czechoslovakia has been unsclused, and of course, with the newfound industry, we are going to use it to build just a small amount of synthetic refineries. Because our rubber situation is, yeah, it's kinda lacking. I'm looking at the decision to dismantle the Czechoslovakian forts, and yeah, I don't think it would change that much, now would it? October 1938, and Japan has finally secured the port in China. These 2 units, by the way, are still here from the first naval invasion. The losses so far, by the way, have been a bit lower than I expected, although it does make sense because the AI is just so afraid to attack because of the level 15 forts. As for the Spanish war, it's a bit higher, except for currently Spain, where it's about 3. Yes, currently Spain has lost about 3 people in the entire duration of the war. Our CAS, which is going to be the bread and butter of this run, is ready, our fighters are also ready, and we are going to start producing a lot of them. Lithuania has also given us Memel, which means we can finally send some units over to Königsberg. Oh, look at that! Benito wants to join our faction. A bit sus, but sure. China, by the way, just from attacking this 1, 2, 3 tiles here, has lost a grand total amount of 351,000 troops. The AI probably thinks they can push them, but they just can't. Even here where they have them encircled, they're struggling so much. And And they've managed to get another landing, which is gonna cause the Chinese AI to attack them even more. In fact, they're attacking them in such a way where I'm not sure if I can look at it for much longer. What is this, China? What is this? It's July 1939, and before we begin the war, we are going to do something that maybe should never be done in HOI4. That's right, we are going to go mass assault Germany. It's kinda painful to do this, but it's really the only way we can proceed. Since our units are going to do a grand total of 0 attack, our only chance is to have as many of them for as long as possible on each battle. Now, with Danzig or war on the way, we are going to move all of our planes into western Poland, and we're going to draw our offensive line exactly where the strategic region ends. Okay, not exactly, but good enough. Poland has of course denied giving us Danzig, and we are going to go to war. Hopefully everything goes well. I'm not really sure if it's going to work, but I'm pretty sure it will. So Poland, right-click and declare war. With green air in the western Poland strategic region, we are going to select one of our units and try to do a small cheeky encirclement. Yeah, the attack is, as expected, exactly 0. Although the fort debuff is only minus 200%. I think that might be the maximum. But yeah, our cast is doing a lot of damage, and that should be enough to start pushing them. We've broken through the south, and now just to break through the north, and we should get our first encirclement. Yeah, needless to say, this would be quite impossible without any cast. With the invasion of Poland ongoing, the Soviet Union has started the invasion of Finland, and yeah, I don't think they'll be able to push anywhere. Unless, of course, yeah, well, the Finnish AI, like usual, has left one tile completely open. The cast might be here, but this is still very, very painful. We've taken 55,000 casualties just from Poland. This actually leads us to another predicament with the forts everywhere. I'm not sure if our manpower is going to last till the end. Yeah, did I say 55k casualties? Clearing this one encirclement has now increased it to a grand total of 130k. At the very least, it's finally over. With Warsaw down and 164k casualties, I think we're going to need a little bit of help to take down the Soviet Union. Collaboration government, baby! Yeah, at this point, I'm just trying to snake around all of their units, so I don't have to fight that many of them. The battle for Krakow has been going on for quite a while, but it's finally about to finish. And yeah, Kask has helped quite a bit. And just like that, Poland has capitulated. Only required almost 200,000 casualties. Up next, we have the Netherlands, which should be quite a bit easier. With everyone in position, let's right-click and declare the war. With this one, we'll actually do a full-on assault because we have enough cast to cover every single fight. Yeah, it's a bit painful to look at this, but thankfully the cast is again doing so much work. Amsterdam is falling, and would you look at that, we're actually doing 1.3 soft attack, which is a lot higher than 0. Now for Belgium, which should be a bit more difficult than the Netherlands, but it should still be possible to capitulate them. Our airplanes are actually completely decimating the Allied Air Force. Their anti-air is taking out a lot of our cast, but we should be producing enough. Oh, looks like we've reached the 0 manpower number. Well then, don't mind me, just gonna make sure we're not garrisoning everything as much as we could. Hey, and there you go, 45k manpower, which is going to go away in the matter of a few days. And we are of course back to 0, so you know what, that's it AI, no more garrison. By the way, we still have not broken through a single province. The AI divisions are finally starting to crack, but we're still very, very low on manpower. We could really help the situation by taking Paris and capitulating France, but that's a bit of a risk. Yeah, let's just focus on taking out Belgium first. Excuse me Mussolini, why are you at war with Romania? This could actually prove to be a huge issue, so I'm gonna send some units to guard the border here. Belgium update, nothing has changed, but we have now lost 627k men. I'm not sure how, because we haven't taken Brussels, but Belgium has capitulated. Only thing left to do now is to take Paris, which will hopefully be a bit less painful. Yeah, hopefully it doesn't cost us another 500k men to take it. Well, the French have done the most French thing possible, and they have retreated from Paris. Well then, France, don't mind if I do. Oh, come on, one unit, you've sent one unit there. 2 units now. And Paris has been taken. And France still has not capitulated, so we're going to have to go all the way to Orleans. Orleans has been taken, and France is finally going to capitulate. Look at that, because Spain is in the civil war, I can actually invite them to the faction. Will I? No, I don't think I will. An almost empty Belgium, don't mind if I do. Now for the part I'm the least excited about, trying to naval invade the UK. If we've taken almost 1 million casualties trying to take out France, I don't want to see how the UK is gonna end up. That's if we even get a landing. So the Romanians just gave Moldavia and this part here to the Soviets, which means we now don't have to worry about Romania joining the Allies. Thank you, Stalin, thank you. The naval invasion is ready, now just to wait for the naval region to go green. Italy, by the way, is doing quite well trying to take out Greece. They won't be able to push anywhere, but they're making the Greeks waste a lot of their manpower. Also, to distract the Royal Navy a bit, Italy, you can now join our war. The invasion has begun, we have green air everywhere, and at this point, all we can really do is just watch and hope they succeed. Thankfully, the British don't have any units guarding this province here, so we can land quite easily. And the cast is doing what the cast should be doing, which is a lot of damage. Wait, hold on a second. Do forts not work for naval invasions? Apparently they don't. Well, this is gonna make this a lot easier than I thought it was gonna be. The port has been taken, and our cast is going to do quite a bit of work on the UK. Yeah, so the new update has made the UK AI really want to attack you when you land, which usually is a good idea for them, but it's not proven to be a good idea right now. Really, Italy? Really? Of course you weren't garrisoning Rome, Mussolini, of course. Although it's really not going to matter because the UK is in a really bad state right now. In the game too. The southern part of the UK has fallen with a lot fewer casualties compared to other countries. Actually, this time the UK took a lot more than we did. With the UK about to capitulate, we might as well invite Franco to our faction and hope that Spain joins the Allies. Actually, yeah, looking at this, Franco, you're on your own. And just like that, the Allies have capitulated. The peace deal is over, we've taken most of Western Europe, and I'm not sure how this happened, but Italy has taken Poland. I swear I did take it in the peace deal, but somehow Italy was the one that took it. Well then, Italy, looks like you have some eastwards expansion to do. Well then, don't mind me, just planning what's probably going to be the most painful war I've ever done in HOI4, after we finish off Romania, of course, which is once again proving to be quite painful for the German manpower. Almost 500,000 more casualties later, Romania is about to capitulate. Romania is gone, and just in time too, because Japan just declared war on the USA. Yeah, I don't think this war is going to end without the help of nukes. Ah yes, the United States, a proud member of the Ecuadorian Concordat. Historical, by the way. With every unit in position and a lot of airplanes in the skies, we are going to right-click on the Soviet Union and declare war. Finland is also in the war. I don't expect them to do much, but well, they're in. And just as expected, this is very painful to watch. The casualty numbers, why are they going up so much? Behold, dear viewer, the Soviet Air Force. Truly, the worst air force known to man. Small update, we've just reached Kiev and we've already lost about 500,000 men. We still have 1 million left, so it's looking good. I like how throughout all of this, Japan has still been trying to land into China. They even got a landing in the Philippines, but I don't think it's gonna last for that long. As for us, yeah, well, we're moving slightly, very slightly. We got a smaller settlement in Estonia, but considering the amount of troops here, I doubt it's gonna help that much. Leningrad has been left fully open, so thank you so much, Soviet AI. Interesting enough, even with all of the forts defending the Soviets, they have somehow managed to reach 0 manpower. And just like Leningrad, Moscow has been left undefended, so you know what, Soviets, don't mind if I do. So throughout this entire game, the AI has been insisting on putting more airplanes than the limit on every single airbase. And yeah, at this point it's gotten quite annoying. I always have to move a few of them away. I'm not certain what happened, but the entire front here is open. Probably the Soviets being stressed a bit too thin, but well, it works for me. Soviets don't mind their 2 divisions here snaking their way into Stalingrad. And now for the endless building of more and more air bases so we can capitulate the Soviets. They are quite close, but not there yet. Also, yeah, the casualties were not as bad as I expected. The Soviets actually have taken a lot more than I thought. Biggest settlement here, which kinda looks like Galicia in Poland. And yeah, at this point, we're just waiting for the last collaboration government to finish, and the Soviets should capitulate. And once again, the AI completely overcrowding the airbase, making it impossible for our cast to do anything. Thank you, AI, thank you. Can you imagine being a German during this? It really has to be one of the worst timelines to be a German in. Just 19 more days, 18 more days, and we're finally free from this. The game is frozen, and I'm pretty sure the Soviet Union has capitulated. The peace deal is over, and in honor of the forts, we have given the Soviet Union to the most fortified nation of them all. That's right, Albania. We've also given Hungary its homeland back. Surely they're going to be very appreciative of this. And after a long hard-fought battle, we have proven once again that CAS is the best thing in HOI4. Like, actually, this proves how overpowered CAS is. Even with every unit doing 0 damage, we could still take the entirety of the Soviet Union and the Allies. So what would happen if the entire world was covered in level 10 forts? Well, airplanes would be completely overpowered and Mussolini would be very sus. Thank you so much for watching. A huge thanks to Channel Has Been Deleted, Sacre Blue and Corvenet. A big thanks to Mapping at the Big Mog as well, and to all the other beautiful members. Like the video if you liked it, dislike it if you disliked it. I love you so very much, and goodbye. Mwah.